Received other cases seriously who are having actually the fractures in their lower limbs. We've attended to them with a very good team here who have assisted us here. And so far, we are still waiting for more. In case of any other casualties, we are ready to assist them. However, we are still receiving a lot of challenges of supplies and many other commodities that we need here. So far, we've had around 15 practitioners who have come from various hospitals and various actually sister hospitals to assist us here. We also received a very good help from the Catholic Church, which has given us this ground. However, another challenge we are also receiving, we have been tear gassed here. So we are actually having a lot of challenges here, but it is out of utmost charity we are here to assist those who are actually those who are found to be injured.
Okay. Just to wrap it up, how many have you received and how many are in critical condition, and what are you telling the government for those who are lobbing tear gas inside here?
I've actually received close to 30 national of Union of Nurses.
Thank you so much. Let me speak to another one quickly. Your name and tell us how is the situation here.
My name is Felix Musila.
Just stand where you are.
Okay, sorry. My name is Felix Musila, Emergency Plus Medical Services Kenya Red Cross. I'm part of the medical team that has been on standby here from 7 in the morning till now. And so far we have, if I can just give you the numbers we have so far, at our tent we have attended to 21 injured persons. Those persons have been evacuated to the Kenyatta National Hospital and Mbagathi Hospital. And we do have 76 that have been attended to our 3 standby locations in Nairobi. We are here at Holy Family Basilica. We also have another standby location at All Saints Cathedral and then at Jamia Mosque.
Okay. Apart from this location, do you have numbers from the other locations?
Yes, the numbers that I do have in the last 30 minutes that we have evacuated 21 people to Kenyatta, like I did mention.
From which center?
From all the 3 locations, and you have attended to and stabilized 76 at the 3 standby locations within CBD.
All right. Any challenges?
Challenges is that we have a call for backup. Of course, the numbers got a bit overwhelming. So I do have a confirmation that you're having more ambulances to here. So we do expect in the next few minutes we shall be having a backup.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir. We'll be getting to you for more updates. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right.
Kila mtu anatoroka huko anaenda.
Kids and pets bring a boundless, sparkling energy with them wherever they go. Around my house, we like to let them express themselves to their fullest. Cordless and motorized shades give us the safety we need and help keep our path clear. Besides, I've always loved a hands-free way to enjoy our view. With child-safe window coverings at home, we're all able to exhale a little deeper and sleep a little sounder.
this demonstration can be contained in a peaceful manner. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Sikia storia ni nini vile? Majeshi.
you the kind of rage these particular protesters
vehicle there. Previously, on Tuesday last week, these protests were largely peaceful. On Thursday, they were largely peaceful. In fact, it was the police who were being accused of excessive force. What changed to your mind, Wakili?
What changed today is that the protesters were provoked. It is the police who started.
In your opinion?
In my opinion.
In your opinion.
And I will share with you. I have been here.
But before we get into all of that, Rioba, your reaction to what we're seeing on the screen?
Mimi nataka kusema hivi, hii inafundisha kitu. Viongozi wetu wanapaswa kujipanga, wawasikilize wananchi, kwa sababu wananchi ndio wamewapa nguvu za kukaa pale, wamewapa nguvu za kuwaongoza, lakini imefikia sehemu viongozi hao ambao walipewa hizi nguvu wananyanyasa watu wao. Malcolm X alisema hivi, ukimwona mtu amenyamaza na unamfanyia mambo, ina maana ananungunika ndani ya moyo wake akilia, lakini atakapochukua silaha yake aiweke wazi, ina maana lazima mabadiliko yatakuwepo. Sasa mabadiliko ndio sasa yanakuja, kwa sababu viongozi hao walifikiria wananchi hawa hawawezi kutoka nje wakafanya kitu. Sasa wameona sasa ni moto.
Protest has always been the problem of infiltration by criminal elements trying to take advantage of the situation. But the pictures you can see now on your screen are from the Kenyatta National Hospital. Earlier we heard from those who are providing medical assistance at the Holy Family Basilica that 21 from that station were transported. I believe they said 20, they had treated 21 injured. Some of the 21 were transported to the Kenyatta National Hospital. We saw the ambulance there, and to Mbagathi we see medical personnel out there. In total, I think they talked about 76, saying they had stations, and that was the Kenya Red Cross, at Holy Family Basilica, at the All Saints Cathedral, and at the Jamia Mall. They were asking police not to lob tear gas canisters into those sanctuaries, because that is essentially what they are, and allow them to help those who are wounded. We saw unions, Kenya Medical Practitioners and Dentists Union, clinical officers, saying they were available to provide medical assistance to those who may have been injured in these protests. Prior to now, there were the two young men who were killed following the Thursday protest. Today we also saw, we even heard from our reporters on the field that several have been killed and that there were bodies outside Parliament precincts. Why, John, this escalation?
Yes.
I know that Wakili took the position that the protesters may have been provoked.
And we've been watching from morning. You'll remember that the first person to be shot dead was
I don't really want to get into that, but I just wanted to get your thoughts generally on how the police have responded.
To that directly and say, the first thing is this, two branches of government. So we are a tricameral system with the executive, the judiciary, and the legislature. The legislature has the Senate and Parliament. That was breached today, both of them. And then there were talks that, or rather there were reports of the Supreme Court, precincts also being breached. And then even outside Nairobi, some seats of the executive government, like in Mombasa State House and all that, the perimeters were breached. So that's one reason for the escalation. If you had the interior press briefing yesterday, there was a specific caution about the national critical infrastructure and people being told don't interfere with that, don't damage property and all that. So that's an element, which means the marching orders of the police force, or rather police service, were to protect lives and property, and at some point that gets breached. But to your specific comment, yes, the unfortunate part of such public protest is that you don't know which elements are in there. For example, I'll give you a good example. We saw the church there. It was not just a safe haven, but also at a triage point for medical services. A lot of professionals have volunteered, the lawyers and the medics, to provide services to those who are protesting. But now, when things escalate and people are running away, you'll see that protesters will go and take shelter there, and the security forces who are already responding to what's going on in town, where we've seen.
All right, so just sorry to cut you short, John, but let's get a sense of what's happening in Nyeri as we speak.
Msiende, kujeni. Shida, mjui itaanza kurudisha kutoka wapi. Yo. Haya ni wayetu sasa. Haya nyuma yenu Yo mawe. Mawe bongo. Kani mawe. Jai na ujai. Gogai zuba.
All right, we now cross back to the Kenyatta National Hospital. As I mentioned earlier, those who were injured in the protests were taken there to receive medical assistance. We have Willie Lusige, who is on ground. Willie, can you tell us what is transpiring?
Definitely, it has not been the usual day here at the Accident and Emergency Department at the KNH, because this is where they are receiving all those who have been injured during today's demonstration against the Finance Bill 2024-2025. And you have been camping here for a while, actually for like 3 or 4 hours, and you have seen so many people who are being brought in here. Most of them have been injured, especially in regard to bullet wounds. Some of them have been injured in terms of different body parts. Others have been injured on their legs, their hands, and some of them also have seen victims who have also nursing bullet wounds on their heads. And we have been camping here to be able to see what will be happening in the course of the day, those who are coming in, and also to be able to get the numbers of those who have been injured. So far, as per the statement that has been issued a few minutes ago by the Kenyatta National Hospital hospital communication department. They have said they have received so far 45 victims, and they are still receiving others, so that is not the end number, but they are still waiting to be able to capture the total number of details at the end of the day. But as per my own observation, by the time that they were saying they had 45 injured victims, so far we have received more than those, and now the number is going much higher. I can say maybe most probably between 80 and 100, and we have seen some of the ambulances that are arriving here with more than 2 or 3 victims in them. Those ones that you're seeing on your screen, those are the parents, family and friends of those who have been informed maybe their relatives or even people close to them have been brought here. Because I've spoken to some of the families, they're saying they have only received calls from the Kenyatta National Hospital being told that maybe their family members or even friends have been brought here. So that's why they're camping here, to be able to see what will happen next, and also to be given a chance to get in there in the wards and to have a word maybe with their friends. But some of them who have been brought in here, they are critically injured. Many of them have been taken to we are being told by the nurses and the doctors who have spoken to ICU because of the bullet wounds, and those ones who have not been highly injured are also being treated in different places, because the hospital, as per now, the accident and emergency wards are full. That's why they have been trying to find other places to be able to find shelter for those ones who are still being brought in. We have seen different medics, different ambulances, different organizations trying to bring in those victims without considering where they were found or even if they have their relatives nearby. And the number has been increasing since we came here in the course of the day. But as per the statement that was issued by KNH, they said the number of victims we came here in the course of the day. But as per the statement that was issued by KNH, they said the number of victims is actually 45, those ones injured, but this is because they started to receive the victims from 12 noon, and the number that they gave us, that was the total number that they had received by 3 p.m. And then it definitely is clear, you can see from 3 p.m. up to now, the number is a little bit higher. I've also witnessed more than 30 or 40 ambulances coming here, and many of them are not carrying one individual or two, but some are carrying even up to 4, higher, up to more than 100 by the end of the day. But the hospital has said it requires more time because it is an emergency crisis to be able to gather more details. They said out of the 45 that they had received, 8 were female, which means the rest, which is the majority, were men. And you can